Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Wednesday, 7th January 2026 Aries. A close relative may be ill or otherwise troubled and you might worry a bit about too much because of the lack of communication from this person. Attempts to call might result in no answer or repeated voice messages. However, take care to stay focused and objective. Your relative is probably recovering from whatever is bothering him or her. Remember, no news is good news, so please hang in there. Taurus. This is not the day to make financial investments of any kind, although someone may be present with you to make some possible opportunities. They may sound good, but caution is called for. The information itself appeals to you, so look into it and try to learn the facts, but make no commitment today. If it's truly a good opportunity, it won't disappear within a few days. If it isn't, you'll want to know why. Gemini. You should be looking especially attractive today, but you may feel that it's wasted because your beloved isn't around you to appreciate. Cheer up. It will only be there for a few days and you'll still look pretty good by then. Try to keep yourself busy, preferably doing something that you love, so your enthusiasm will enhance your good looks. Your friend won't be away forever. It only seems that way. Cancer. Your ingenuity and imagination may seem to have deserted you today, and this isn't making it easy for you to produce the high level of quality that you used to at work. Perhaps it might be the best way to be yourself with routine tasks you can do automatically, and if you can, put off more creative endeavors until your brain gets back in gear. Don't be too proud or too shy to ask for help, so please hang in there. Leo. Money matters might require your attention today. Unusual expenses may have depleted your resources, so you might have to cut a few corners. Your income is probably the same, if not slightly higher. This is therefore only a temporary solution, and your account should be back to normal in time. Although some caution with regard to spending may need to be observed for a while, work creatively on your budget and try to relax. Virgo. A lack of contact with a romantic partner could have you feeling a little down right now. You may be wondering if you've said anything that could offend your beloved one in one way. Your friend, however, is apt to be totally oblivious to the idea that you're upset. Your partner is probably taking care of some family obligations and might have lost track of time, so hang in there. They should get in touch with you very soon. Libra. Excess in food and drink yesterday may force you to cancel a social engagement today, and you probably aren't feeling up to it. This might be a bit irritating and somewhat embarrassing as well. However, you might just have needed the rest even if you haven't eaten too much. Make the most of your evening alone. Soak in the tub and go to bed early. In the morning, you'll be glad that you did. Scorpio. Tension between a married couple who are both your friends could have you situated in a most uncomfortable place today. Right in the middle of the smack. Both may want to recruit you for their side, but you want to avoid aligning yourself with either party. The best thing you could do right now is mediate by trying to get each of them to see their other point of view. Whether you succeed or not, you would have tried your best. Sagittarius. Gloom over the absence of a family member or romantic partner could come over you today, and your usually exuberant nature could be far more subdued than in the normal. You might even spend the entire evening watching whatever happens to be on TV. It would be far more productive for you if you treated yourself to a trip to the bookstore and picked up some new reading material. At least you'll learn something while your partner is away. Capricorn. Too much food and drink could have you feeling a little out of sorts today. Some friends might have taken you out and exposed you to the most tempting of food and drink. This is always fun, but today you have to face the consequence. A workout fueled with water could help burn off any toxins or extra calories, and the nap might complete the process so that you're feeling like your old self again. Aquarius. Right now you might be in the process of moving from one job to another. This might even be a total change in your career. Your hard work is paying off, though it may not show up in your bank account for a while yet. There might be contracts to be executed first. Your social life may be put on hold until all facets are transitioned for the workout. Don't be intimidated, however, you have made the right choice. Pisces. Right now you could be overwhelmed by conflicts among your own needs, the needs of your family, and your responsibilities towards a job. As a result, you may be feeling tense and stressed out and wondering if the situation will ever be resolved. Don't panic. The key word is balance today, and the solution lies in finding it. Get to it, and you'll want to put this behind you once and for all. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. Do have yourself a great day.
morning to our DBS viewing family members here this morning. Of course, it's a solemn morning for us here over at DBS. We lost one of our, we lost a part of our heart in that of Lisa. I mean, stay tuned with us. We will be definitely, as we continue moving along, there's going to be a lot more celebration and recognition for the impact she's had on each and every one of us, on St. Lucia as a whole. But that is going to come later on. So we just wanted to make sure that we tap in and yes, we have acknowledged it and we know that you guys are tuning in, waiting to hear something, waiting to feel something. And we promise you this is going to come in time. For now, though, we need to head on over to the news department, her department. Let's see what they've got. Thank you so much, news department. Let's take a break and we'll be right back.
Good morning. We start with news that the government of Venezuela is escalating its diplomatic and public response to what it describes as an unlawful U.S. military action, launching a global campaign demanding the return of President Nicolas Maduro.
The United Nations Security Council centered its deliberation on the U.S. military operation in Venezuela and the capture of President Nicolas Maduro. Throughout the session, strong criticism was voiced regarding the use of force, alongside repeated affirmation of principle of state sovereignty. The Secretary General underscored that the importance of strict adherence to the UN Charter and called for inclusive political dialogue.
Venezuelan officials say protests are now spreading worldwide, including here in St. Lucia, as Caracas denounces the operation as a violation of international law and national sovereignty. In other news, in a dramatic escalation of U.S.-Venezuelan tensions, former Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro appeared in a Manhattan federal courtroom on Monday to face multiple narcotics-related charges, entering a defiant not guilty plea hours after U.S. forces captured him, a move that has ignited fierce backlash across Latin America and the Caribbean and the world.
I am conscious that the United States has a view that they feel strongly about with respect to the impact on their citizens of the narco-trafficking war. As to whether this is the way to deal with it or not is capable of debate for sure. At the same time, there are those who believe that this is in fact a blatant breach of the articles of the UN Charter, and to that extent, the one place that we should be having conversations, even if we accept the events of last night, our eyes are in the front of our head, not the back of our head, and therefore the time for mature conversation is this evening and tomorrow.
In contrast, Argentina and Ecuador welcomed the capture of Mr. Maduro, diverging from the prevailing regional response. Beyond the hemisphere, the United Nations, Russia, China and Iran also condemned the action, while European governments called for restraint and renewed diplomatic engagement. Schools across the island reopened for the second term as new Education Minister Kenson Casimir used a national address to outline his agenda, pledging continuity with his predecessor's work while prioritizing digital transformation and increased parental engagement.
Today marks not only the start of a new academic term, but also the continuation of our collective journey to build a 21st century education system that prepares every learner for success, be it academically, socially, or personally.
The minister promised to equip teachers with the necessary resources and called on students to embrace the new term. As the world observed World Braille Day this past weekend, local advocates are warning that the digital age is putting the future of tactile literacy at risk. Anthony Avril, the executive director of the St. Lucia Blind Welfare Association, says that while electronic devices offer convenience, they are increasingly overshadowing the essential independence that only Braille can provide.
And yet, Braille still remain the only medium that really takes you with direct physical contact with the written word, because you can actually touch, Whereas with the electronic system, yes, you're using all the devices and the computers, but the the people who with total, well, with physical blindness like me, is the screen reader that reads to you, you know. Whereas with Braille, you can actually read for yourself.
Despite the digital shift, Mr. Avril notes that local interest in Braille is still encouraging as individuals seek to learn the tactile language. However, he states that institutional constraints are thinning those opportunities. He explains due to limited capacity, the St. Lucia Blind Welfare Association is currently forced to prioritize its most urgent cases. These are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Listen, I'm not even going there. Ati Powell, Quayle. Listen, Karen told me we have a deal. The next time we do that interview, I will have this thing locked. But anyways, here's Karen. She's part of the Nobel Laureate Calendar, the only Quayle activity as part of that festival. We do this absolutely every year. Every single year. Karen have to come here and we have to practice the word and the words and name, and we ain't doing this year. We here and we here to talk Auntie Powell Quayle.
Auntie Powell Quayle.
I say Auntie. Anyways,
as
Auntie
in
Powell
what?
Quayle.
That
Look
is
it.
correct,
You
right.
see, you don't have to think about it too much. That's the problem. I put too much thought into the thing.
That's right.
Auntie
Powell
Quayle.
That's it.
That's it.
Right.
So next time, I was going to ask for a little prize this time, but I mess up again, so I can't make no attempt to ask for no prize. But Karen, this is like the 5th year that we're
This
going to
is
be
the
doing
5th
this
year,
as part of under the banner of the
Nobel
Laureate
Festival.
Festival. And 5 years grand.
Yes.
Yeah, do we have to do something? What is happening here?
Well, Auntie Powell Quayle is the only Quayle event on the calendar of activities for Nobel Laureate Festival. And so that makes it really special.
Special.
Very, very special. And so, yes, for the year 5, we normally come and sit in Heroes Park. And last year we had to move to the library because it rained so
rained.
much.
I remember that.
Right. But this year we're going a little bigger. So this year, as we celebrate 5 years of Auntie Powell Quayle, we're doing a Quayle tea party.
Come on now. I've got, listen, I'm ready. Listen, I don't spot the fascinator already. I have fascinators for this.
Man.
Oh, wow.
So we're doing a Quayle tea party. It's going to be at the Bellevue Hotel
Oh, beautiful.
on the 31st of January. That's the last Saturday of January. And it is at 4 o'clock from 4 to 6:30.
Okay. So the setting, I mean, I have something in mind, but the
Yes.
setting is still going to be the poetry.
It's yes.
Right, but
so
in
we're still
the
doing
setting-
spoken word. We're
Right.
still doing spoken word and poetry. A little bit of music in there because you enhance the thing. So a little bit of music in there, and especially we're coming off our Chate Quayle. So we're
Right.
going to have a couple of the artists from Chate Quayle
awesome,
on.
awesome.
And so spoken word, Quayle poetry, that's very much in place. So you'll be enjoying that along with a Quayle tea party.
Wow.
And you can come with your fascinator, but your fascinator must be Quayle. It
Yeah,
must
but
be a touch of Quayle.
to you.
Yeah, man.
We
So the
have
dress
that-
is a touch of Quayle.
We have the fascinator. Let me
You have
a
that unlocked.
I have to sit down there waiting for the grand appearance. Certainly.
So so the dress is a touch of Quayle, and the tickets are available. It's $40. It's not a lot of money.
And this
Quite
is because
reasonable.
before it was just people. It was open.
Yes, before it was open,
Right.
but this is because this one is a tea party, and we are featuring only St. Lucian product at the tea party.
Okay. Oh, awesome.
So it will be teas from St. Lucia. It will be everything created will be St. Lucian.
Lucian.
Yes,
This
so it's
sounds
local
exciting.
fare, local food, local fare, local teas. Everything will be St. Lucian.
Right. Well, I'm happy to see growth because there's one thing, I mean, especially it being the only Quayle activity as part of the celebration, the festival. If you don't find innovative ways to keep it
That is
exciting, what can happen is that would have been so sad to have seen that
see
this
it
just
die,
dissipate.
yes.
But now you have to get full blown into the space because now once you've gone into that realm, you have to start now thinking. next year again now, how it is you enhance it even more.
Yes. I know I'm biting off a lot.
No, man, it's good. It's good. You've got the support. It is good, and I think you would when the time gets there, I think you would continue to get the inspiration like you did this time around. So where can we find the tickets? How do we reach out? Because I'm sure now this is going to be on a numbers basis because you're now being hosted at a hotel, so there's going to have to be a cutoff in terms of the numbers.
Yes.
So if persons want to get on board, I guess it's going to be a first come first serve kind of. So how can persons get involved? How can we get tickets?
For now, you can call me and get your tickets. I am hoping that a couple of the members of the Nobel Laureate committee will actually have some tickets available. I'm going to make some tickets available to them. So you can reach out to us. You can reach out on the Nobel Laureate social media platforms and ask there, or you can reach out to me 722-3683. And you can get your tickets from there. The tickets are only $40, and they're not going to be increased at the door.
Right.
They're $40 only. And like I said, it's a tea party. So if you have not Maureen, you see Maureen already have a fascinator in place. I haven't had nothing to wear yet, Maureen, and you have that on the locker already. Yes, please. Right. Yes, please. The dress. The dress is a touch of Creole, and like I said, it's a tea party mixed with anti-Powell Creole, which really is spoken word poetry and a little bit of music in there. So it's going to be a nice 2.5 hours. And we always, the other thing is we always try to keep it to time. So you don't want to have an event that stretches too long. Yeah. And then when that happens, it loses its novelty. You start to get bored. Yeah. Believe you me, you don't get bored at a Tipawal Creole. And for those people who do not understand Creole, yes, you can come. All right. Because in as much as it is a Creole event,
it's very engaging and entertaining.
It is engaging and entertaining, and somebody will translate something for you as well.
I get it.
So you can definitely come. Come dressed up. We're going to Belgium.
And we're having a good time.
Yeah, man.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to that. Ati Powell Creole.
Ati Powell.
Ati Powell.
Yes. Let's go again, Maureen.
Ati Powell
Creole. That's it.
What? Okay, by next year, I promise. By next year, I promise. I'm going to the drawing board. I'm putting this up over my bed head, and every night I'm going to repeat it. So by next year, one go, and we got this right. Hold me to this, yeah?
You got Shate Creole right. So
Shate Creole, I finally did after how long?
You got Shate Creole right.
But so Karen, I really want to commend you on this. I think this is really, really, really lovely, and this is needed. Thank you. Very well, welcomed, I would like to think. St. Lucia. So get your tickets, call Karen, call the numbers, and I'll see you there. Look for the fascinator girl.
Yeah, I'll look for the Creole skirt. Let me tell you, I have noticed that of late our Creole fashion is on point. Yes. So I'm waiting for this. Yeah, I'm waiting for this. I'm looking forward to the dress.
So I already see how the things are going down. Get your all things together and make sure we're going to make this a really beautiful one. I look forward to it. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Maureen.
Certain things happen, and when it happens, I just understand it. I probably does not be able to explain it, but I fall upon this young lady, and something within my divine is saying to me that this young lady is destined for greatness. So we had an opportunity to sit down with her a little bit. Her name is Abigail. I'm here with Abigail. Abigail, listen, this child just have to smile and you'll understand why I gravitated towards her. She's got such a beautiful smile, and her spirit, her aura is absolutely beautiful. But Abigail here is an athlete, a St. Lucian athlete, national, you could call that. You could represent St. Lucia in the past already. Yes. Abby, tell me about yourself. Where exactly are you from? And tell me about your entry into the field of athletics. And we want to talk about where you're at now, where's to go, what are plans you have for yourself in the field as well. Tell me where you're from first.
I'm from Masque Ridge and Surrey.
Oh, nice.
I started athletics at the age of, let's see, 8, 9.
Girl, before that, you don't even know. How you run around the house. Yes. Yeah, but so 8, 9,
I did school sports at my primary school at Calender, and that's when I realized that
there was something there.
Yes, I have the potential, I have the talent. So my dad and my aunt put me in a club.
Oh,
Yes.
so you're part of a club?
Yes.
The same club you're part of now?
No.
Or
No.
you've transitioned
Yes,
years gone
yes.
by. So you started getting the training back then?
Yes.
And it's just stuck in it.
Yes.
Yeah, because it was natural. You
Yes.
couldn't run from that.
Yes.
Right. So was it something that, when you realized that was there, the passion was there, do you get excited about it?
Sometimes
Like
I
you
do.
eat, breathe, sleep kind of thing?
Yes.
You look that way, yeah? You look that way. Right.
Yes.
It's just something that it really entrenched in you.
Yes.
Right. Well, fast forward to where we are now. Well, before that, you represented St. Lucia at the national event already.
Yes.
So tell me about that one.
I represented St. Lucia at the Windward Island School Games in St. Vincent in July, the period July-August last year. Yes, last
nice.
year. It was actually my first time representing St. Lucia. So, I was a bit nervous and whatnot.
Yeah.
I ran the 1,500 and I came 5th overall, yes.
Like, that's a long race.
Yes.
That's like stamina, like endurance kind of thing.
Yes, I specialize.
You're not a sprinter. Wow.
No, I'm not a sprinter.
Oh, these kind of races scare me.
I specialize in
The long distance.
1,500 and the 800. And I sometimes do the 400.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God! Now, okay, so let's fast forward now because you're a student at Sir Arthur Lewis as well, and we just picked you up here because you waited to go training in a bit. A lot has happened for St. Lucia recently as far as athletics is concerned. Julian, of course, we can't ignore that. How inspired were you? I mean, seeing the possibilities that now exist.
I was actually very inspired to see that she reached on this highest level and gain our first Olympic gold medal for St. Lucia. Yes, so that really inspired me.
No, from my own vantage point, no, because that sprint. She does sprint. Like you fasting, Yeah, but what is the scope like? In what's your knowledge like when it comes to our long distance or the more endurance sort of runners? Do we have that? You were going into that field there now. I mean, we know now there for the sprints. Do you see us having a place out there in the longer races?
Actually, I do. If our athletes just keep pursuing and doing what they need to do to reach on that level, I think we have a good chance of reaching on that level in terms of like our long distance athletes.
Right.
Yes.
What is a normal day like now for you? Because you look like you train a lot. I see you at the gym.
Yes.
So you do you really put in the work at that young age. So, I mean, come on, it is going on beyond passion now and you're actually putting the discipline into the thing as well. So maybe it's you might be the one in it. Is that the hope?
I would hope so. I'm actually hoping to make Carifta this year.
Okay.
So, yes.
All right, so that's what it's about now. Yes. No, okay. So listen, because I'm ignorant in that regard. So you practically have to hold my hand and walk me through how these things work. So this training now is a team training, or this is you personally training to meet your personal goals.
It's team training because I'm part of a club, so it's a team and whatnot. Yes.
But still, you do your personal thing. This is a personal thing to you.
Sometimes I do my training at home. Yes, I joined the gym.
You joined the gym.
Yes.
That was personal.
Yes.
Right. So what is your thought pattern? What is when it comes to honing your skills into that career path? Is that what you're seeing? Is that what it is for you? As far as you're concerned, this is the path for you. Athletics?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So which means you've got to go do this full 100 and do it right.
Yes.
Right. So what is it? Tell me what's the plan? What's your plan? The plan you operate by? You've joined the gym. You're going into the training, and you're putting in everything nutrition-wise. Or do you watch what you eat? What is happening?
I watch what I eat sometimes.
Sometimes. She's honest.
Sometimes. Yes. Go to the gym. Go to school. Sometimes I go to the gym before school if I have a late class. Go to the gym before school, go to school, after school, go to training, or sometimes go to the gym. Yes, if my classes finish like later than usual, then I'll go to the gym.
Aww.
But if it finishes like sometimes before training starts, then I will go to training. Yes.
Right. Now, give us the name again. It's Abigail.
Yes, Abigail.
Listen, we need to pay attention to that name. You see this child's approach to her craft and approach to her, her gift. I think she's going to reach far. I want to put it in the universe for you, girl.
Thank you.
All the best and thank you.
Thank you.
She didn't know. Let me give you a little sting as we wrap up now. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, but this online like me to not have somebody line up for interview. And this young lady is just sitting across from me at the park, at the Serenity Park where we are right now. And then Karen came, we did our interviews, and then I say to myself, but wow, I made a few calls and everybody is not available. And then my eyes happened to go down on her bag. She's got her, her athletics bag there, and I see St. Lucia Athletics Association. I said, but this is a child right there. God has put this child sit down there so we can actually have a feature with her. And then it just clicked, and I said, no, let me see now. And when I approached her, she was game. So I think there is something divine that just happened here.
Yes.
I'm not sure where it's going, but I'm trusting the process. And I think in the future we have a lot to look forward to when it comes to you. Keep up the discipline.
Thank you.
All right, love.
Thank you.
I love her.
Welcome to your Holistic Path to Wellness with Dr. Tanya Bobran. Let's talk about the power and wellness of women at midlife. I've lived through the fire of midlife and I've come out more powerful on the other side. Midlife can feel like a mystery. Our bodies are changing, our hormones are shifting, and suddenly things that used to work just don't anymore. You may feel exhausted, anxious, wired but tired, gain weight even when you're eating clean, and even feel like a stranger in your own body. But let me reassure you, you're not broken, you're becoming. Midlife is not a crisis, it's a crossroad, a moment of deep reckoning and even deeper remembering. This is the time when your body asks, are you ready to live in alignment with who you truly are? It's not just about hormones, it's about wisdom. And when we listen, when we truly listen, we find that midlife is not the end. It's the activation of your next most powerful chapter. So how can we navigate this sacred and sometimes stormy season? I'm going to share 3 powerful tools that we use in my More Joy method to help women feel whole again, body, mind, and soul. The first tip I'm going to give you is to heal your metabolism with rhythm. At midlife, our metabolism slows down, not to punish us, but to protect us. Our bodies are craving for more rhythm, not more restriction. Some of the simple tools you can try is to eat at consistent times each day, prioritize protein first along with healthy fats, and give our bodies 12 hours between dinner and breakfast so that our bodies get a chance to detoxify properly. When our blood sugar is balanced, our mood, energy, and sleep will all improve. The second thing I want to talk about is supporting our nervous system. This is the nervous system decade. You may feel more anxious, more overstimulated, and find it harder to settle down. Start with 5 minutes of breath work daily. Grounding practices like walking barefoot on the earth or by the beach can also help. And restorative movement like yoga or stretching are powerful tools to reset our nervous system and move our body out of fight or flight and into rest and digest and repair mode, which is where deep healing starts. The third thing is to use our hormonal shifts to really get into a nervous system reset. Our bodies may need additional support like herbal remedies or even supplements to help us navigate that. Hormone testing is controversial but important, and we can look for things like hormone therapy or other supplements that may help us navigate this time in our lives. It's not about trying to be 25 years again. It's about becoming the strongest, healthiest versions of who we are right now. Midlife is not a decline. It's a reclamation. It's a time to finally put yourself at the center of your story. Not out of selfishness, but out of self-love and self-honoring. You are not fading. You are ascending. And with the right support, the right tools and the right care, you can move through this season not just surviving, but thriving. I'm Dr. Tanya Bobran, and I'd like to remember that your joy, your power, your wellness are all still within you. Let's rise into this new season with purpose and power and passion, and let's do it together.
And there you have it, guys. That is our show for this morning. Like I mentioned, thank you to all those of you who are pouring in your concerns, your condolences, and like we said, there's going to be some more coming from us in the coming days and the coming weeks. Bear with us, but we would like to take our own opportunity from the DBS family to Lisa's private and personal family members, sending out our condolences. That is our show for today. Go ahead and go on out and live life. You've got life today. Life is very fickle. No one knows the moment, the time, the hour. So you've got life today. Make the most of it. Add some positive energy to the environment. Let's do this again tomorrow.